Jeremy Cook here for Cooked Audio, and today I'm going to be making a rotary guitar kill switch, or Killwheel. It produces a fantastic audio chopping effect when used, so let's see how it's made. To produce this effect, the Killwheel uses a rotary encoder. As you rotate the encoder knob left and right, its output pins are switched off and on in what's called a quadrature pattern. But for our purposes, we can use these inexpensive little devices to turn the outputs off and on in quick succession with each twist of the knob, like a rapid-fire kill switch. There is one little drawback though, so keep watching to see if you want to add this to your guitar. To illustrate this concept, I hooked up the encoder outputs powered by batteries to an oscilloscope. Blue represents one channel, while yellow represents the other. In the case of the kill switch, we'll only be using one output to ground out the signal, along with a button input as a more traditional kill switch method. The encoder pins are wired to the guitar jack's ground and signal connections. You can solder these pins directly, but I used a modular setup outlined in a previous video. In theory, you could simply solder to the encoder's middle and side pins to ground out the signal. However, to also use the button as a pushdown kill switch, you'll need to make the internal connections as shown. This alternate electrical path allows the encoder to ground out the signal when spinning or when pushed. You can optionally add a bit of hot glue on your solder joints to eliminate mechanical stress. As shown on an oscilloscope, it still works mostly the same way, but with only one signal at a time when rotated. The resulting audio chopping action can be slow or quite fast depending on the rotation speed. You can also push down on the encoder, which produces the same signal. To test this out, I created a small rotation fixture and set it up to ground out a signal produced from an Arduino Nano and a custom MIDI device that I'm working on. Perhaps digital signal chopping isn't as interesting as a guitar kill wheel, but it could be useful in some situations. Be sure to check back to see how this tiny MIDI controller project turns out. That being said, the results do look pretty cool on an oscilloscope. So with all that done, it was time to add my encoder device to the guitar via a modular insert and connect it to signal and ground. More information on this type of add-on device is linked in the video description. It does work well generally, but sometimes the dial gets stuck in an on position. This could cause a note to be unintentionally muted on the amp until the dial is adjusted, and it could cause some issues at times when performing, but I think it's something that one could get used to. After a bit more adjustment, including fixing a pickup screw that was out of place, it was time to play. I've enjoyed trying out this new rotary kill switch, and I hope that more skilled guitarists can take this concept and make something really awesome with it. While I'm not a hugely skilled guitarist, I do have quite a bit of experience building stuff, and I'm looking forward to learning more and more at Cooked Audio. I hope you follow along for the journey. Oh yeah.